when it comes to who is the most influential and most important, the king of design or car design in Italy, eventually you have to conclude that Pininfarina is the biggest name in the car design, coach building business. And of course, this is the result of many factors and of a few strategic choices made by the company. Of course, the founder was a strong personality, Pininfarina. Farina was a natural born talent. He would design, create cars by his hands, by his eyes, by instructing the people. It was magic. But what he did very well, of course, he grew up a second generation, Sergio Pininfarina and the family, who turned the coach building business into a proper industry with engineering. But Sergio Pininfarina, being a graduated engineer from the Turin Polytechnic, he was not the designer, he was the company manager. So eventually, as a young man, he already was meeting top personalities in the industry, the customers of his client, including, of course, Enzo Ferrari, and grew up really to run the company business, employing maybe the designers, talented, selecting them, picking on them, but keeping them very private. It was the company secret, who was designing what. So if you want to look for a single personality that represents Pininfarina design, you are in trouble, because there have been many who have done great cars. From the official point of view, the most prominent designer or design leader at Pininfarina of recent decades was certainly Leonardo Fioravanti. But before him and after him came very strong leader, very good leader. I would say that my favorite among them, but there were many, was Paolo Martin. Again, a self-taught designer, natural born talent, very capable at using his hands to create shapes, and a strong character. Indeed, there is a funny, he designed many interesting cars, but to make a proper list, I will have to look at the books, because there are so many designers, so many cars that have been born, created at Pininfarina, that I should try to make a list that is extensive enough. It will not include everything, but we can do that in a moment. One episode that tells a lot about Paolo Martin is how and why he came to create the Ferrari 512, 512 modulo. It was a reaction to the fact that when Sergio Pininfarina and Renzo Carli decided that for the next Turin Motor Show they will create a show car out of the chassis of a racing Ferrari 312P converted into a 512 because the engine was upgraded to 5-liter 12-cylinder engine. There was an internal competition, and the manager chose one from Filippo Sapino, which became, in fact, the show car, the yellow, fantastic show car, Ferrari 512 SS, Speciale. I will be more accurate with the name. And it was decided that they would do that car. It is, of course, was in June, July 1969, if I'm correct. Paolo Marti didn't take that very well. So, out of his passion and fury, he spent the month of August, that when the company was closed, on national holidays. I mean, Italy at that time and still today, they close up for holidays in August. He didn't went on holiday. He didn't go on holiday. He went to Pininfarina and built himself with his hand a full-scale model of an object that will become a car out of white foam. So when the company management came back from holidays, he was ready to show Sergio Pininfarina and Enzo Carli what was his idea for, what should be the 512. They were impressed and were in trouble making a decision. Which one should they produce for touring? The Filippo Sapino 512 or Paolo Martin 512? The decision was that they will build the Filippo Sapino in the first place, and next they will do the modulo, which is what happened. To create the modulo was not too complicated because it was a mock-up. It was not a running car. And possibly even the engine was fake. But the modulo, took the world of design by storm. And soon that piece of design went to exhibition all over the world.